Public Health Peeps, Kerry, Shearer, along with Karen Terrell from Media Survival Group, here at it's the third day for me, but I think it's officially the second day of the conference.
I think you're right, because we both went to the pre-conference.
There was actually a pre-conference day. Right. So this is our third video, though, and we just wanted to say hi. We are at the Public Health Preparedness Summit in Anaheim, California, and reporting for the National Public Health Information Coalition. This morning's session was really packed. People were enthusiastic about seeing the panel discussion on the movie Contagion.
Oh, it was amazing. Now, it's interesting because you have seen the movie and I haven't seen the movie Contagion, so we were able to look at it from two different perspectives. And oh my gosh, the enthusiasm in that crowd. There were 1,500 people in this room, and they were just in rapt attention about how this Hollywood writer-producer had created a movie that had not only caught the attention of the public, but public health practitioners who care so deeply about this cause, and did a pretty good job of showing what we do.
Yeah, Scott Burns was the writer, and he was like a star afterwards, rock star, everybody going up getting autographs. But the panel was great. In fact, I was just from my position in the audience, I shot a quick clip just of some of the discussion. Take a look.
One of the defining features of our country, and I think the movie accurately portrayed, is the spirit of public service. Service to the nation, to our communities, and to people in need. All of you exemplify that spirit of public service. So in follow-up to Nikki's comments, you all are the heroes. So thank you for that.
And then, Karen, there was an interesting observation that you had about public information in relation to the movie Contagion.
Sure. One of the things they offered us was a chance to step to the microphones and ask questions. And there was a woman who stood in front of me, a public health practitioner, a manager, I believe, and she asked why couldn't Hollywood run public safety messages, communicate our message at the end of the movies. In other words, help us get our message out. And I wanted to say, you and I as PIOs, we know what the answer is to that. They're not in the business of educating the public. That's our business. They're entertainers. But what we can do is leverage this opportunity. Right. Contagion got the public's attention, and so smart PIOs like us know how to then hook our safety messages onto that issue while we've got their attention.
And that's a really good idea. And there may be more movies that, have a public health bent of some sort that we can leverage off of with our tweets, with our Facebook messages. And the interesting thing also is he said something about hoping maybe sometime down the road for a Contagion 2? I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm hoping that they'll feature a PIO in that. And,
that's right.
I want Angelina Jolie to play me. What do you think?
I think that would be a perfect match. Okay, there's a lot going on at the conference here. Also, I had the chance to sit down and talk with Maggie Silver. As long as we're talking about the movies, zombies are really big in the movies. Maggie Silver is behind this zombie campaign that CDC did, and it's really amazing. Here's a few thoughts from Maggie on kind of how they pulled that together.
CDC in May 2011 decided to do a blog post about a zombie apocalypse because we thought if you're prepared for a zombie apocalypse, you're prepared for any emergency, even real ones, and we wanted to get the public involved. We got the idea for our zombie apocalypse blog post based on feedback that we got from our Twitter followers. They mentioned after we asked what emergencies they were prepared for, among other things, they said zombies, and we thought that was a really interesting idea, and we decided to apply it to our hurricane preparedness message that May. We reached over 3.6 billion people. We only spent $87 on stock photography, and that was our complete cost for this. We used existing channels, we used social media to really plug this and get the information out there that the blog post existed. This has actually been a very low-cost campaign, and I think a great example that anyone can do this.
I think I see a zombie over there. Probably spent too much time at Disneyland last night, I'm not sure. But also we talked with Matthew Seeger. Dr. Seeger is with Wayne University, and he's got great information on CIRC 2, which is going to be coming this summer is when he believes it's going to be released. But there's a lot of updates in there, social media section and all, and some interesting information about the importance of mobile apps. He was talking to us.
Yeah, this was kind of a study in contrast. If you look at the CIRC book and all the materials, it looks so academic and so ponderous and so thick, and it looks like a big job to get into that. And yet, at the same time, it comes with complimentary mobile applications for your cell phone, you know, those little digital things. And that just seems to be the way the world is going right now. We have been hearing about mobile apps all over this conference. We as PIOs need to get on this. You need to start thinking about, is there a mobile app that you could either go get or maybe even create that would support what you do?
And there are some amazing myths as well about communications and about how people communicate around the world that Dr. Shearer kind of dispelled when we chatted with him.
There's a very strong belief, and it's again been supported by some of our media representations, that social media is inaccurate, that it's full of lies and distortions and half-truths. And yes, there is some of that, but it's also the case that social media is a self-correcting technology. What I mean by that, or a self-correcting social system, what I mean by that is that when somebody posts something or a Twitter feed comes out that is incorrect, often we see people correcting that information. So there's an immediate social process where accurate information flows in to address these inaccuracies. So social media, it can't be assessed as, you know, this entirely scientific, everything is validated and everything is proven. At the same time, it is not necessarily something that we cannot rely on during a crisis because of this self-correcting process that occurs.
I'm going to have more from Dr. Shearer on the NIFIC website, and believe me, you're going to want to check it out. It's great information. We had a nice long interview with him. So it looks like that's about it for today for a third update from the 2012 Public Health Preparedness Summit in Anaheim, California. I'm Kerry Shearer.
And I'm Karen Terrell, both NIFIC members.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll catch you next time.